Hey guys, what is going on? Today I just want to discuss the Godwars dungeon polls. I know this came out about a week ago. I've been wanting to make this video for about a week, but I've just been busy doing things on 07 and having a little bit of fun. I think me and Abdul, if I haven't uploaded them yet, very soon we're gonna have a bunch of like cool, fun videos that we've made on 07 since we've kind of been playing a little bit lately. But anyways, let me just go over to the polls quickly without showing my Skype. Alright, so here is the poll. Most of the questions at the start are all like 100%, like yes, do it, do it. They're all very obvious things, like look at this, fucking 98%. Capacity of your bank will be increased. Like who the fuck would not want your bank to be bigger? I'm not sure how many spaces we even have in our bank because it doesn't really say. I believe they asked a search option. Yeah, search option right here. Who the fuck wouldn't want a search option? Like that should not even be a goddamn question. The bank will remember how many times you withdrawed something. Obviously, I don't know how that has 7% negative. All this crap, very, very simple and nothing too complex. Very deposit all option. Fuck yes. Now, one thing that I have, obviously, once you guys go down more, you will see how there is, the ratings change quite a bit, except for like this one here. And it looks like these ones have actually got all kind of cleared up a little bit. But down here, there's some more iffy ones, I think. Yeah, down here, all the way down there. There's one that I really want to talk about, but it's a little bit at the bottom. This is my second time doing this video because the first one, just the rendering fucked up. But anyways, so yes, this one is basically what I believe was a PJ timer. And the ratings used to be a lot worse. I think it was like almost 50-50 at one point. Now it's kind of getting a little bit closer. So I'm not too sure exactly what Jax will do about this one. I really wish this one would pass through because it almost makes no sense that it wouldn't. I guess this is just like all raggers that are like, oh no, we don't want this. And I mean, I guess Jax is sticking to their word. They're not going to do a single update without any type of questioning or polls. Like, how dumb is this? Makeover merchants, such as this piece of bitch, will be given right-click option to access their makeover options. Like, what? It's like it saves you a few ticks or clicks or whatever. But yeah, Godwars Dungeon will be released. Amazing ratings, obviously. It's kind of funny because once they asked this question, what if this question right here was like 50-50 ratio? All the rest of the questions are literally about Godwars Dungeon. So like, if this did really bad, it would just make all the rest of the questions look retarded. But I guess Jax already knew that. Obviously, everyone wanted Godwars Dungeon at this point because it is time for this shit to come out. Okay, so if Godwars Dungeon release, the 4 bosses and their bodyguards will be broadcast messages. Blah, blah, blah. This is basically where if you get a drop in the room, if anyone gets a drop in the room, it will be broadcasted in the room, I believe, not over RuneScape like it is currently right now on EOC, that they have got the drop. So basically, you can't do any type of scamming. They could just bring loot share, I believe. I mean, I don't really see what's too wrong with loot share. Plus, loot share gives you that type of like free-for-all mass type of thing you can do, where that would kind of matter. And getting loot share points, although I gotta say they never ever explained loot share points properly. It was like it goes down every day by 5%. This. No one ever fucking knew it. Everyone's just like maybe it does this. They should if they did clarify what it does. They didn't do it clear enough, obviously, because not everyone knew, and I didn't even freaking know. But yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know if they're gonna bring. I mean, they can't bring back coin share because there is no GE, obviously. But they could obviously bring loot share. I believe we did have loot share when Godwars Dungeon first came out. I think we even had coin share. Maybe this is a little bit after though. But yeah, I kind of forget. This is a long time ago. Oh, wait, full inventory. There we go. Get this in there. I'm trying to do... Oh, fucking fish spot. I'm trying to stick with a little bit of EOC, still trying to get some experience. I believe today my fishing is 450k daily, so not too bad. Just getting some work done, I guess, in 07. Done quite a bit of strength today, I believe. Let me see my compact mode. The past... whatever, I've done 153k strength at 75k an hour. So, looks like I've been here for about 2 hours so far. So, back to this. Which one were we at? We're at this one. Okay. This one is basically just asking you if you would like to have an exit option on the teleport, the altar in the room. That's always been there. I don't know why it's even a question. This question, thank God, the ratio is bad. This is basically asking us if we would like to have the Slayer monsters from Godwars Dungeon, spiritual mages, warriors, and rangers. I believe, did I ever give us rangers? I think it did. Let me see. Yeah, warriors, rangers, and mages. Should they have signed up for a Slayer task? Should it be one of the options to get it? And the ratio is shit. So thank God people included on that one. If it is released, the 4 bosses drop stacks of herbs. It should be banknote form. Like, no shit. I don't understand how 2,300 people can vote this down. Like, what are these, like, all skillers are going, fuck no. Actually, that probably is what it is. It's probably skillers going, fuck no. I want them to not be noted so they don't pick them up. Okay, so Godwars Dungeon release, Armored Gods for special is 60% power. Very surprised that this did not do good at all. I personally don't really care. I mean, the AGS was okay with 2 specs, I guess, but maybe if they could just not make it so fucking overpowered, that'd be okay. But, yeah, AGS... time to fucking get hit by like a 70 and go, oh my god, fucking AGSs. This is one I was actually kind of annoyed by. I guess people still don't really understand it. I guess Jax is starting to understand it, but the actual players don't yet. If Godwars Dungeon is released, spiritual mages will drop a shard of dragon material that is used to upgrade rune boots into dragon boots instead of dropping dragon boots directly. This is exactly how you keep the economy amazing. An easy example of this is like chaotic claws. Dragon claws became fucking useless after EOC. Then they made them chaotic claws. They went up a little bit, and now they're back down because there's Dragors out, right? Makes sense. Whip Vine, obviously, put it on top of the whip. It's not just its own Whip Vine. That would have made whips crash a lot more. I'm not exactly sure how people literally voted this down. I'm guessing because people maybe thought that it would make the Dragon Boots worth more. It wouldn't change the price at all of the Dragon Boots. It would just mean that you need also Rune Boots. So I guess people didn't want to pay more for it. Maybe that might be it. But, I mean, Dragon Boots is going to be priced at whatever people want to price them at. So, I don't know. Now, next question number 15. Basically, they wanted to bring an amulet out that is as good as a glory, as it says. But if worn alongside a full barrel sets, this amulet would absorb a fraction of combat, so it's almost like a fucking divine type of thing. Yeah, the ratio for that isn't too great. I don't think we're gonna end up getting that. That I don't really care too much about. But whatever. Question number 16. It says basically the Staff of Light drop from Zami Godwars. I have my own opinion on Zami Godwars. I think they should add drops to Zami, such as subjection armor type of thing. Maybe not make it as good as Aram's, maybe make it a little bit worse, but not degradable, so it's kind of comparable still. But Zami does not have enough drops. It makes it really not worth going to almost, and it's very boring. You're literally relying on like 2 fucking drops. Which is a steam, which isn't really worth anything, I don't think, in this game. It's used for Baked Pie, but I mean, that's fucking odd to do Baked Pie without a GE. So literally just a Zami hilt, which means, Zami boss kind of becomes a little more dead content. But yeah, Staff of Light, I don't really know. I mean, if they meant it has the same behavior as a Staff of Light, meaning the special, which means a lot of people like to do a little scamming for like DDS, staking. That would just be a bunch of scams and stuff like that. So maybe they don't have the same special, but so they could have maybe more clarified this, I guess. But yeah, Staff of Light would be great, but just without the way the special used to be, because it really changes a few things. And plus, Castle Wars with the Staff of Light is really helpful because you just do a special before you go in there and no one can really touch you. Godwars was released. An armored crossbow would be dropped by the Saradomin boss. This one I gotta say I wouldn't mind this. It wouldn't be too bad. I'm not too sure how good a armored crossbow actually is compared to a rune, but it would make, I guess, armored boss a little bit easier. But I mean, I think things like this, I mean, if we're not going to have summoning, I think something like this would be really helpful, and we kind of need it, because without summoning, it's going to be a lot harder for Godwars Dungeon. That's one thing I don't think some people understand, is that, like, I went to Dag Kings a few days ago with Abdul, and well, not last night, actually, but it's going to be uploaded either, I think it's already actually going to be uploaded, that might be the video that was uploaded earlier than this one. And, like, you literally don't have any space when you go places. You bring a few brews, and you have to bring a few restores, then a few pea pots if you want to be a little bit cheaper. And then just like you have extra armor for switching, and then you have like 3 food in your inventory. So it's very, very hard sometimes to do things without a pack yak. Obviously, you're familiar with that whole shit. But yeah, something like this. I mean, if you're not going to bring summoning, then this is something we'd probably want. But if you are, then it's not a big issue. But yeah, that is the Godwars Dungeon polls, guys. This video ended up being a lot longer than it was supposed to be, I guess, but no big deal. Of course, you guys are probably all skilling out on RuneScape and just listening, so that's cool. Let me just do this quickly. There we go. We're good. Let me get my pack yak, fill it up. Come on, fill it. There we go. But yeah, guys, that is the Godwars Dungeon poll. Most of the things, obviously, are going the way they probably should be going. I gotta say, I'm still very, very, very disappointed in this whole Rune Boot to Dragon Boot thing. That is like the #1 way to keep the economy flowing properly, because now I'm thinking Rune Boots are going to be pretty damn shit. Like in like a year time, Rune Boots will be like fucking 20k, 30k, which is, I guess, an okay thing. We can go PKing with it. Zerker Peels will be pretty happy, I guess. But people that do Slayer, I mean, when you get 83 Slayer, no, 80 Slayer, it's like, oh, yay, Necreals. The next freaking thing is 85 Slayer, which takes a while to get to, and that'll be your obvious whips. But, yeah, so, I don't know, I guess that's kind of just what they chose. I'm surprised it actually is this type of ratio, though. I mean, maybe like 30 to 70, or like 70 to 30, I guess you could say. But, like, almost 50-50, that's kind of crazy. I feel like if we were to ask this question to EOC players, a lot of them would probably vote yes to do this. Because, obviously, on EOC, we already see what a shitty economy can look like. Besides all the raw materials have gone back up because of no botters. But things like whips and this and this and this, even though they're useless now, things like this really help the price of those things stay okay to a price where it's not the ALK price anymore. But I guess maybe people will learn this a little later on. If anyone voted no to this and you guys get 80 Slayer in the future, have fun. You're going to be like, oh, yes, Rune Boots. I remember Alkan selling these for 500K when it first came out, and now they're 50K. All kinds of gains. Anyways, I will see you guys next video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And, yeah, if you watch the whole thing, as always, give it a big like. And I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow or today or whenever the fuck I do it. Or any type of stream that might be coming up.